Hello everyone, I am Raundler and you are watching Chelsea vs Manchester City FA Cup final. This is a PES 21 simulation fully recorded and edited for your entertainment.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
So off we go then. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, this guy, Rodri, was one of Europe's most coveted midfielders when he was on the market, and often seen as an integral component in the next generation of Spanish midfielders. He's got that outstanding quality of being able to shield the ball particularly well, and that is key to any holding midfielder.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Palmer. Now it's João Pedro. Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto. Stones, that's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Lewis. And it's Lewis. Rodri knocks it out wide. Pedro Neto. Cucurella. Colwell forwards and with intent. Palmer. James picks it up now. Up he goes! He's done it! It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible and the finish unearned.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Now it's Foden. Foden has been caught there, it's a foul.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. Obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Foden! Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And it's Rodri. Chance! A real chance and a real let-off.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Chalobah. Fernandez. Pedro Neto. João Pedro. Great defending, strong and determined. Ruben Dias. Foden. Nouri. James. Caicedo. James. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Ruben Dias. Lewis. Nouri. Savinho. Chalobah attempts a clearance. And it's Bernardo Silva. Rodri. And here's Haaland. Foden. Rodri. Lewis. Foden. Bernardo Silva. Rodri. Bernardo Silva. Goes for the shot! Lacking in accuracy.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Caicedo. And it's played forward. James. Palmer. James. Caicedo. Palmer. And it's James. Lovely bit of skill. And here's Palmer. Palmer, now here's the delivery.
I think those reactions say it all. He didn't wait for the support, and the chance is going to beg him.
Bernardo Silva. Guardiola shifted upfield. Foden is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Pedro Neto. Cross goes in there. That wasn't the greatest of balls. Rodri.
Really looking to do something that's simple here, Peter, but it has to be effective.
How exactly can they do that?
Well, they're tucking their fullbacks into midfield to enable their more talented personnel to push forward.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And that's been won straight back. Bernardo Silva. Rodri. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Sabinho. And here's Haaland! And he has kept it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Pedro Neto. Moved on forwards. Pedro Neto looking to get on the end of this. Foden. Bernardo Silva. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Foden. Oh, nice touch. Climbs up big! Cleared away. Ignoring. Oh, that's nice. Bernardo Silva. Nicely shaped cross. Palmer. Colwell. Caicedo. Fofana. Chalobah. Ignoring. Bernardo Silva. They're not going to make any further progress now. Fernandes. Fofana, and he goes cross-field. And here's Haaland! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Pedro Neto. Chalobah. Caicedo. James. James has created one goal already. Palmer gets a cross in. Lewis. And it's Bernardo Silva. Nice physical challenge. Caicedo. Colwell, aim forwards. Caicedo. James. Fernandes. James, played over towards the opposite flank. Pedro Neto. Cucurella. Fernandes. Caicedo. James. Palmer. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Guardiola is there, and he can get that clear. Ignoring. Looks to the other side. Rodri. Bernardo Silva. And here's Haaland. Haaland! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Fofana can get it clear. Pedro Neto going full tilt down the left. Pedro Neto. Now it's João Pedro. And it's Fernandes. Nice control. Plenty waiting in the middle. Finish it! Lewis, gently done. Fernandes did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Fernandes. James. That is lovely. Colwill. Fernandes. Now it's João Pedro. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. James. James. Haaland does really well to win the ball there. Vadio. Savinho wins the duel this time. Savinho. Savinho is on a run down the left wing. Savinho's cross. It's gone for a throw-in. Pedro Neto. Another chance from a corner. And it's hoisted clear. Muscular approach does pay off here. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. By a great piece of goalkeeping.
Absolutely terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
And it's Lewis. He's in plenty of space here. Fernandes. That's really well manoeuvred. João Pedro. Caicedo. Fernandes. Fernandes shifted upfield, aimed in towards the centre. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Crossed in again. And the keeper has it. Ruben Dias. Moved on forwards. Ooh, can he get onto this? Rodri. Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva stood his ground strongly. Foden. Played in by Foden. Fernandes gets good distance on it. Caicedo. Stones makes the interception. Bernardo Silva, forwards and with intent. Foden. Oh, that's neat. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. James. Caicedo. Palmer. João Pedro, out to the right. Palmer. He's had a shot! And that certainly packs a punch. Foden. Lewis. Foden. Pedro Neto given the lift of his goal. Chalobah. Caicedo. Fofana, aim forwards. Ruben Dias. Bernardo Silva. And it's played forward. Haaland! Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Fernandes, gently done. Foden. Lewis. Haaland. Can he finish? And again the keeper stands strong.
Another cracking save from the keeper, Peter. He's playing a blinder.
They've got rid. Savinho. Pedro Neto. Fernandes. Bernardo Silva. Here's Haaland. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Haaland. He's gone for goal! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Fernandes. Fofana. Colwill. Caicedo. Colwill shifted upfield. Bernardo Silva. James. Caicedo. Fofana. Fernandes. Moved on forwards. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Vardiol. Nouri. Savinho. Lovely feet. Nouri. And it's Bernardo Silva. Rodri. Fernandes is the guilty party there. And here's Haaland. He's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Foden! James, played into space out wide. He's shooting! Foden. And that is out of play. James, coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Pedro Neto. Cucurella, done delicately. Oh, played through for the wide man. Ruben Dias. Lewis. Foden. Foden tries making a foray down the right. Oh, such a clever touch. And he welcomes it in. Good challenge. Excellent challenge. Palmer. Colwell. Fernandes. Fofana. And it's played forward. Lewis cuts it out. Bernardo Silva. Rodri. Savinho. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Palmer did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Played towards the other side. And it's Cucurella. Cucurella drives forward on the overlap. Nouri. James. It'll be a throw-in. Palmer. Real chance! Oh, they could be caught out here. Can he end again? And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Now it's Savinho. It's a mighty effort! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Fernandez. João Pedro. Caicedo. Palmer. And it's James. Oh, a delicate chip through. Palmer looking to get on the end of this. Ruben Dias getting this one clear. Caicedo takes a shot! Goes for a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. And we're underway again. Nouri. Savinho. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. He is just caressing the ball. And he's there to clear it. That's a throw. And he cuts out the supply. Caicedo. Cucurella. Fofana. Cucurella. Chalobah. Chalobah gently done. Bernardo Silva. Foden. Rodri. Bernardo Silva. And here's Haaland. Chance for a shot! It's a goal! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Haaland demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Palmer. James. And it's Palmer. Savinho wins the duel this time. Rodri. Foden. Bernardo Silva. Palmer. Caicedo. João Pedro. James. Great ball if he can get there. Great defending, strong and determined. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Nouri. Savinho. Savinho. He's having a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Savinho actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Palmer tries to clear. Shot, surely! Good effort first time.
Yeah, quick thinking and the right choice for me, but that was difficult to get right.
Caicedo. James. Palmer. Caicedo. James. And here's Palmer. And it's Caicedo. Fernandes. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Bernardo Silva. Savinho. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. That has been knocked clear. Fofana forwards and with intent. Pedro Neto tries to dink it through. Guardiola. Palmer. Fernandes. Caicedo. Fernandes. Colwell. Lewis does really well to win the ball there. Bernardo Silva. Rodri. Nouri. Savinho. Nouri. Played out wide. The less said about that pass, the better. Caicedo. James. Palmer. Caicedo. Cucurella. Pedro Neto. Cucurella. Pedro Neto. Looking for a decent ball in. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Haaland. Foden. Bernardo Silva. Cucurella. Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto goes on a charge down the left. Very nicely done. Could go all the way here. Cross needs to be good. Nouri. Savinho. Well, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. disappointed with that. Foden. Foden. A chance to play it in. Oh, smashing header! Oh, couldn't quite control it.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Time, excellent interception. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And it's Bernardo Silva. Pedro Neto producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Chalobah. Palmer. James. Played into space out wide. So who's he picking out? There are a few waiting for it. Nice interception, well timed. And it's Fernandes. Pedro Neto! Split-second reaction.
Pedro Neto is offering a right smile there.
Savinho. Now, what's he got in mind? Caicedo. Looks a good ball through. Now that's well seen too. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And he moves in field. Chalobah gets it clear. Bernardo Silva. João Pedro. Fernandes. Now it's João Pedro. Just about up to the hour now. James, and that's aimed into the middle.
It was hopeful, to say the least. You need more men inside the box, more movement, otherwise it's pretty much a waste.
Foden. And here's Savinho. He whips it across. Oh, what a climb! And yes, it's there! Just one in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion. Great corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking them up? I think the boss won't be amused.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Colwell. Caicedo. Moved on forwards. And it's Palmer. James. Lobbed in behind. Guardiol with the clearance. Caicedo. It's a throw-in. And it's James. Haaland. Stones. Foden. Lewis. Bernardo Silva. Nouri. Palmer concedes a free kick for that. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Tries a shot! He has done it! Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, that's really winded the opposition.
Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And here's Palmer. Now it's Palmer. Palmer, and he's gone backward here. James crosses. No, that's too long. Rodri. Guardiol. Foden chasing after it. Rodri. And it's Lewis. And here's Foden. Played out to the right. Oh, sweet feet. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. And it's hoisted clear. It's gone out for a throw-in. Rodri. And it's made its way to him. João Pedro. Chalobah. Cucurella. Pedro Neto. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. It's just beyond his reach. Stones played out to the left flank. Colwell. Fofana shifted upfield. Caicedo. Succumbs to the pressure. Well, that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Oh, cracking ball. And he thumps it clear. That's really well manoeuvred. And it's James. James. And it's played forward. Now it's João Pedro. Great defending, strong and determined.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Palmer. Some good work on the right flank here. He's looking unstoppable! Climbs up big! Oh, not the best of headers.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Rodri. Savinho. That's tidy. It's a mighty effort! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Well, learning from your mistakes and not repeating them is never completely guaranteed, but that rear guard is more focused on him now.
Fernandez. Pedro Neto. No way through, so back it comes. Fernandez. That's a nicely weighted pass. Ruben Diaz is there, and he can get that clear. James. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Now, what about a counter-attack? Charging forward, the ball at his feet. And it's Bernardo Silva. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Pedro Neto. Now it's João Pedro. Oh, good spread. James. Showing good feet. Played into the middle. Oh, shooting chance! It didn't come off, but an audacious effort.
João Pedro quickly realised that was his only option. It's very fast thinking.
And it's Rodri. Cucurella. Chalobah. Caicedo. Caicedo forwards and with intent. Palmer. James. Caicedo.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Rodri. Foden providing an outlet on that flank. And he's there to clear it. And it's Bernardo Silva, over to the left. Gets a good foot in there.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Caicedo. That's an imaginative pass. Oh, he's found support out wide. Lovely bit of skill. Hit. Oh, smashing header! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Bernardo Silva. Stones spread out to the left. Palmer. James. Caicedo. Cucurella. Now it's Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto!
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Now it's João Pedro.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Pedro Neto wins the duel this time. Nouri. Savinho. Savinho chooses to go cross-field. Lewis.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Fofana looks to the other side. He's found a way through. The referee's awarded a free kick. And he's going to have his name taken. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And here's Haaland. And the ball's come loose here. Fofana. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Ruben Dias. Ruben Dias shifted upfield. Fernandez. And it's Caicedo. Fernandez played into space. Pedro Neto. Oh, the referee's booking him here for a dive.
Correctly so, Peter. It's an element of the game we just can do without.
Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Aim forwards. Bernardo Silva. Yeah, he's fouled him there. And that has been cleared.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Here's a shot! And somehow he managed to miss it. They've played it short. Cleared without complication. That's really well manoeuvred. Bernardo Silva. Foden. Lewis. Rodri. It is now or never. Time is against them. Takes the shot!
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
James. Palmer.
Well, they're supposed to be chasing a goal, and yet there's no urgency or sense of awareness. They've got to wake up.
Well read, and the danger is averted.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
He's in, surely! Pedro Neto. Delivered in. And that has been clubbed away.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Foden played with finesse. Corner it is. Up he goes! Brilliant from Savinho! And that may just do it! A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
James. Palmer. And it's Caicedo. James, gently done. They need to get it in quick. And here's Neto. Oh, that's neat.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Lewis. That's tidy. Rodri. Great defending, strong and determined.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Palmer looking to get on the end of this. Brilliantly cut out.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Nice physical challenge. Fernandez. Cucurella. Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto providing an outlet on that flank. Needs a quality cross. Cucurella. Oh, such a clever touch. And here's Neto. Fernandez. That's a cute ball. Decent chance! It's in! They have stolen level at the last!
Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
So all square with almost no time remaining. Nouri. This is it then, now or never. Great run this, he's covered quite a distance already. Here's the chance to cross. And it's Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva played out to the left flank. Whistle's gone and they've got themselves a free kick. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card. Well, the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away. Oh, it's come off the upright. Foden plays it in. Fernandez. Fofana. Caicedo. James. Palmer. Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Chalobah. Moved on forwards. Out to the right. Clearly not happy with that. And that's that. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect. So we brace ourselves for the nerve-shredding ordeal that is penalties. So now 5 brave individuals must step forward. An exchange of stares and we're ready to go. Puts them one up.
You need a very strong mind in those situations. Any penalty that goes in is a good one.
Calmly, he puts the ball down on the spot. Haaland is the next to run the gauntlet. Coolly done, one each.
Always a little more pressure when you're trailing, but it didn't show.
So, the second man in line. Keeper's gone the wrong way.
How confident was that? Backed himself all the way.
Savinho will take their second.
He knew exactly what he wanted to do there and executed it perfectly.
Palmer is looking to do his bit.
He was always looking good there. Nice penalty.
Foden will take the third penalty. Oh, it's saved. Pretty much straight at him.
Well, he didn't hit that with any sort of conviction, and it's an easy save in the end.
And they're 2 up. Lest you need reminding, miss this and it is over. It's in. Pick that one out.
Good penalty, completely wrong-footed the keeper.
So on the cusp of where they want to be. That's won it! So in the end they just about prevailed. All the emotional torture and travails, worth it in the end.
Well, what a way to finish a long, hard match. Those players can be really proud of their effort to have come out on top.